So I want to give you guys a quick rundown on the insanity that is the Murdaugh trial that starts tomorrow. This case is so bizarre that I really hope you guys follow along with me because I will totally be covering it. So Alex Murdaugh is from a very prominent South Carolina family that has been basically running the area that he's in for almost 100 years. They're all attorneys. He has been disbarred because he's got over 100 charges against him. And outside of the charges for murder for his wife and his son, he also has a ton of financial crimes. There's drug trafficking, tax evasion, money laundering, fraud, embezzlement, stealing basically $8.7 million from his clients and his law firm and other lawyers that worked with him. Then you have other massive cover-ups. So for example, his son Paul, who is the one that he shot, was in a boating accident and killed a girl that was with him, a teen girl. And he never saw the inside of a jail. They took his mugshot from the hallway. Then there was another guy, Stephen Smith, who was found dead in the middle of the road. And when people asked around about it, Murdaugh was constantly mentioned. And the belief is that Stephen Smith was gay and that he was having an affair with Buster Murdaugh, Alex's oldest son. Now, police brushed this off, calling it a hit and run, but it wasn't. He had defensive wounds. He was found 3 miles away from where his car was. And the police just didn't even want to investigate it, didn't look into it any further. Then there was the failed unaliving of himself by his cousin Eddie, who he asked to take his life so that his son Buster would get the $10 million insurance policy he had because he knew the insurance policy wouldn't pay out if it was self-inflicted. Then when that failed, they called the police, said that it was some guy driving by, random person, and that at the time, Alec was changing his tire, but he had run flats on his car. So anyways, he was charged with insurance fraud for that. Then in 2018, his housekeeper of 20 years supposedly fell, hit her head, died shortly thereafter. He told the family, who didn't have any money, that, hey, you know what, sue me for the insurance money. That way you'll get more from your mom's death. So they took his advice and did it. Alec had his best friend represent them. They won the claim, but Alec had set up a shell corporation and embezzled all the money. Those people never got a dime. In fact, they ended up losing their home because of that. And with all of that, there's still forgery and money crimes and, like I said, embezzlement, breach of trust, and obtaining property by false pretenses. And not just Alex, but this entire family for generations has been doing this, and none of them have ever been in trouble for it. They always walk free, or nobody brings charges to them, because if you go against them, people used to disappear, lose their jobs, or lose everything that they had. So people are afraid to speak out. Anyways, this goes really deep, so make sure to follow because I will be covering this, and I think you guys will enjoy this coverage.